The movie opens with a deceptive sense of calm, where Sebastian is seen happily spending time with his daughter Anna, a scene created solely by his tormented psyche. This peaceful illusion is disrupted by an unexpected noise, compelling Sebastian to make a hurried exit. However, before he can escape, he falls prey to a group of sightless thieves who swiftly rob him of his food stash and vanish. Sebastian then ventures out, wearing his blacked-out goggles. Despite their opacity, he can mysteriously see through them, revealing a glimpse of Barcelona, a city now a chaotic shadow of its former self. After a grueling few hours, Sebastian encounters a band of survivors, their eyes shielded for protection. They have ingeniously developed a rope system to navigate their way to a shopping mall and back to their refuge, a secure bus station. With hunger flooding him and injuries needing attention, Sebastian pleads for assistance, only to be met with rejection. Desperate, he offers them information on the whereabouts of a generator, a precious commodity in their dire circumstances. Skeptical yet intrigued, the group finally agrees to aid him and brings him to their safe haven. Here, he is introduced to Liliana, their resident doctor, who takes on the task of tending to his wounds. When the darkness of the night descends, the group assembles for a meal together. Among the crowd, Sebastian notices Lazaro, a man who took the drastic measure of blinding himself to avoid the fatal gaze of the entities. Unbeknownst to Lazaro, he shares his meal with a seer, Sebastian. After the group falls into a restless slumber inside the bus, Sebastian undertakes a daring act. He slips out, searching for keys, unsure of which one fits the ignition of the bus. Returning to the vehicle, he tests each key, triggering Liliana's suspicion. As she wakes and questions his intentions, Sebastian swiftly locks the driver's door. Finally, he finds the correct key. With the group locked inside, he commandeers the bus, driving them away. Liliana and the others manage to break open the door, but they fail to stop Sebastian. In the chaos, he takes them outside and crashes the bus. A member of the group ventures out, only to be exposed to the lurking entities. He submits to their influence, ending his life with a shard of glass. Sebastian watches as what appears to be the man's spirit ascends from his body. He then forces Liliana to face the entities, promising her it will be all right. Despite his comforting words, she meets the same fate. Lazaro and another man manage to exit the bus. In a final act of desperation, the man ignites a fire that engulfs the bus, killing everyone within, including himself. As the flames lick the night sky, Sebastian observes the ascension of the souls he has indirectly ended. The image of his daughter reappears, informing him that he is the shepherd of lost sheep, and he will reunite with her and his wife once he has saved everyone, illustrating the manipulative power these entities wield over him, exploiting him for their sinister motives. In a flashback, we glimpse into Sebastian's past, reliving his frantic efforts to reach his daughter after learning about the entities. The scene is harrowing, with people leaping from windows and others meeting their end at a train station, a fate Sebastian himself narrowly escapes. His journey leads him to his daughter's Catholic school, where he finds her amidst a group of horrified students, their teacher having submitted to the entities. He escorts his daughter to the safety of the chapel, the streets too dangerous to navigate. Inside, they encounter a priest, a man driven to madness who wishes to gaze upon the entities, believing them to be God's incarnation. Following the priest's departure, Sebastian and his daughter reunite with his wife. Just as they prepare to flee together, tragedy strikes as his wife is fatally hit by a car. Returning to the present, Sebastian encounters Claire, a survivor who is digging through local shops for supplies. He attempts to approach her stealthily, but his cover is blown when he steps on broken glass. Suddenly, a guide dog pounces on him, and Claire's companions quickly encircle him. As the menacing presence of the entities nears, he repeats the same deception he told the previous group of survivors. The lie about the generator. Falling for his story, they allow him to join their ranks. This group, interestingly, has overcome their sight impairment by employing guide dogs, who wear eye covers like their human companions. They bring Sebastian back to their sanctuary and begin to interrogate him. He reveals the existence of the Seers, lying that his former group was infiltrated by these dangerous individuals. To his surprise, this group is entirely unaware of the existence of Seers. However, when he admits to his lie about the generator, their anger erupts and they begin to assault him. From their midst, a German girl named Sophia intervenes, stopping them from inflicting further harm on Sebastian. Everyone is taken aback when he chats with Sophia fluently in German. The group, their anger subsided, begins to listen to Sophia's tale, translated by Sebastian. She shares her painful separation from her mother and whispers of a safe haven located on a mountain, Montjuic, a secret she learned over the radio. Sophia sketches the mountain for the group, revealing that the only way to reach it is via an aerial tramway. As she recounts the heartbreaking moment when she lost her mother in the crowd, tears stream down her face. After Sebastian soothes Sophia, the group launches into a heated debate on whether they should risk the journey to Montjuic. The pros and cons are weighed before they take a vote. The decision is made: they will set off for Montjuic. Come morning, their journey to Montjuic begins, marked by occasional pauses to gather their bearings. After a day's travel, once the night falls and the group is fast asleep, Sebastian embarks on another secretive mission. He approaches the guide dogs and cuts their leashes with a knife. The following day, as the entities draw near, the group members start hearing the voices of their lost loved ones, and the dogs grow increasingly restless. Thanks to Sebastian's earlier scheme, the dogs break free and scatter. Sophia, convinced that she hears her mother's voice, attempts to remove her eye cover, but Octavio, another member of the group, intervenes just in time. But then, disaster strikes. Rafa, another group member, is tricked into removing his eye cover, lured by the sight of his dogs. The instant he does so, he is compelled to end his own life. Roberto, another member, attempts to approach the dogs, who have also removed their covers, and he is bitten by one of them. In the chaos, Octavio locates a nearby house and guides the remaining survivors to safety. 2 months prior, Sebastian recalls, it was Anna's birthday. He desired to give her a real birthday experience, complete with cake and candles, despite their precarious living situation. However, their celebration was tragically interrupted by a group of seers, led by the fanatic priest that Sebastian met earlier in the chapel. They dragged Sebastian and Anna outside, where the priest forced Anna to open her eyes, leading to her tragic death by falling off the building. In that moment, Sebastian himself is transformed into a seer, explaining why he continues to see his beloved daughter, Anna, who he blames himself for losing. Later, Sebastian finds Sophia in tears and gifts her a keepsake, his daughter's angel necklace, which he had originally given to Anna for her first communion. Afterwards, Sebastian, Claire, and Octavio venture out in search of antibiotics for Roberto's infected hand. They come across a room in a deserted house where Claire heads to the bathroom, and Octavio and Sebastian enter the unsealed living room. In the house, they find the lifeless bodies of the previous owners. As Sebastian goes to seal the living room, and Octavio does the same for the kitchen, Anna appears to Sebastian, urging him to tell Octavio that the living room is secure. When Octavio removes his cover, believing it's safe to do so, he is driven to stab himself repeatedly, ending his own life. Sebastian is taken aback as he doesn't see Octavio's soul leaving his body as he expected. Doubt begins to creep into his mind. Maybe he isn't saving them after all. When Claire returns, Anna instructs him to remove Claire's blindfold. He rejects her suggestion and departs with Claire. While Claire administers the antibiotics to Roberto, Sebastian grapples with his inner turmoil. Anna tells him that his failure to see the light leaving Octavio's body is because he is losing faith. Yet Sebastian is left questioning his role. Is he the shepherd or the wolf? Once again, the group sets out, only to encounter a gang of seers. One of the seers, mounted on a motorbike, pursues them and strikes down Roberto. Isabel, his girlfriend, rushes to help him, but it's too late. The seers close in on them. Isabel and Roberto decide to remove their covers and look at each other one last time. They resign themselves to their fate, choosing to meet their end together. Meanwhile, Sebastian, Claire, and Sophia manage to evade the seers and take refuge in a nearby building. Upon reaching safety, Claire removes her cover, and she realizes that Sebastian can see through his goggles. She lashes out at him, blaming him for the deaths of their group members. Following a tense standoff, Claire takes Sophia upstairs to the rooftop. Sebastian follows them and, in the ensuing struggle, pushes Claire off the roof. Luckily, she lands safely on the perron below. In the meantime, Anna pressures Sebastian to remove Sophia's blindfold, but at the last moment, he refrains. Instead, he has a crucial realization: he has been nothing more than a puppet to the entities. Not the shepherd he believed he was, but a wolf preying on the innocent. With newfound resolve, he vows to guide Sophia and Claire to the safety of Montjuic. Despite her reservations, Claire reluctantly agrees to go with him. Seeing the seers ascending the stairs to the roof, the trio makes a quick escape down the perron and locate a functioning car. With Sebastian behind the wheel, they speed towards the tramway with the Seers hot on their trail. Once they arrive, Sebastian barricades the tramway entrance with the car and sets a cloth in the gas tank ablaze. The resulting explosion takes out several pursuing Seers. He instructs Claire and Sophia to climb the stairs to the tramway while he holds off the remaining Seers. An intense combat ensues with the priest, reaching a chilling climax as both Sebastian and the priest spear each other simultaneously with a metallic rod. During this time, Claire and Sophia reach the tramway and ring a bell to alert the people on the other side of their presence. They hope the bell will prompt the operators to activate the tramway, enabling them to cross. As the entities close in on them, Claire calculates the perfect timing for them to leap into the cable car for their daring escape. Once the ride ends, they are found by soldiers who promptly escort them to their safe haven, Montjuic. To Sophia's joy, she is reunited with her mother, who has also managed to reach the safe place. Claire is taken away for testing to ensure she is not one of the Seers. The movie draws to a close, offering us a view of the resilient community at Montjuic. Tirelessly, they labor in their pursuit of developing immunity against the lethal entities. They seek not just survival, but the strength to confront the malevolent beings that have robbed them of their loved ones and wreaked havoc on their beloved city.